welcome to WT History. In this series, we list all the major events that happened in the world in a year, starting from 1776 to 2024. On February 3rd, British forces captured Montevideo from the Spanish Empire during the Battle of Montevideo. This victory was part of Britain's attempts to expand its influence in South America, particularly in the Rio de la Plata region. On February 23rd, the Slave Trade Act was passed in the House of Commons by an overwhelming majority. On March 25th, the Slave Trade Act became law, officially abolishing the slave trade in most of the British Empire. Also on March 25th, the Swansea and Mumbles Railway in South Wales became the world's first passenger-carrying railway. This innovation marked the beginning of a transportation revolution that would transform the world. From April 4th to 12th, the British suppressed the Froberg Mutiny at Fort Ricasoli in Malta. This uprising was started by the irregularly recruited Froberg Regiment of the colonial forces. On April 14th, the African Institution had held its first meeting in London. This organization aimed to improve social conditions in Sierra Leone and promote the welfare of formerly enslaved people. On May 31st, Primitive Methodism originated in an all-day of prayer at Mow Cop in England. This movement sought to bring religious revival to the working class and became a significant force in British Christianity. On June 9th, the Duke of Portland was chosen as Prime Minister following the United Kingdom general election. His leadership would guide Britain through the ongoing Napoleonic Wars. On June 22nd, the Chesapeake Leopard Affair escalated tensions between Britain and the United States. The British ship HMS Leopard attacked and boarded the USS Chesapeake off Norfolk, Virginia, seeking deserters. This act of aggression played a key role in the lead-up to the War of 1812. On July 5th, British forces launched a disastrous attack on Buenos Aires during their second invasion of the Rio de la Plata. This defeat marked the end of Britain's attempts to conquer the region. On July 13th, Henry Benedict Stuart, the last Stuart claimant to the British throne, died. This marked the effective end of Jacobitism, a movement that had sought to restore the Stuart dynasty. From September 2nd to 7th, the British Royal Navy bombarded Copenhagen to prevent the Dano-Norwegian Navy from falling into Napoleon's hands. The attack destroyed 30% of the city and killed 2,000 civilians, showcasing the brutal realities of war. On October 13th, the Geological Society of London was founded. This organization played a key role in advancing the study of Earth's history and resources. From December 5th to 11th, the British Royal Navy raided the Dutch port of Greasy on Java, eliminating the last Dutch naval force in the Pacific. This concluded the Java campaign of 1806 to 1807 and solidified British dominance in the region. On February 8th, the Battle of Eylau saw Napoleon fight a hard but indecisive battle against Russian forces under General Bennigsen. Despite heavy casualties on both sides, neither army achieved a clear victory, foreshadowing the challenges Napoleon would face in Russia. On May 24th, the siege of Danzig ended after 6 weeks, with Prussian and Russian defenders capitulating to French forces. This victory secured a key strategic port for Napoleon's campaign in Eastern Europe. On June 10th, the Battle of Heilsberg ended in a draw, as French and Russian forces clashed without a decisive outcome. On June 14th, Napoleon achieved a decisive victory at the Battle of Friedland, crushing Bennigsen's Russian army. This triumph forced Russia to seek peace, leading to the treaties of Tilsit. From July 7th to 9th, the treaties of Tilsit were signed between France, Prussia, and Russia. Napoleon and Russian Emperor Alexander I formed an alliance against Britain, while Prussia lost significant territory, leading to the creation of the Duchy of Warsaw and the Kingdom of Westphalia. On July 20th, Nicéphore Niepce was awarded a patent by Napoleon for the Pure Aeoliphoore, the world's first internal combustion engine. This groundbreaking invention successfully powered a boat upstream on the River Saône, marking a milestone in engineering history. On September 27th, Napoleon purchased the Borghese art collection, including the famous Antinous Mondragon, and brought it to Paris. This acquisition enriched France's cultural heritage and showcased Napoleon's appreciation for the arts. On November 24th, French forces under Jean-Andoche Junot captured the town of Abrantes in Portugal. This victory was part of Napoleon's efforts to secure the Iberian Peninsula. On November 29th, Portuguese Queen Maria I and the royal court fled Lisbon for Brazil, escaping Napoleon's advancing forces. Rio de Janeiro became the new capital of the Portuguese Empire. On December 17th, France issued the Milan Decree, reinforcing the continental system. This policy aimed to cripple Britain's economy by banning European trade with the United Kingdom. On February 10th, the United States established the Survey of the Coast, later renamed the U.S. Coast and Geodetic Survey. This initiative laid the groundwork for modern mapping and navigation in America. On March 2nd, the U.S. Congress passed the Act prohibiting importation of slaves, banning the transatlantic slave trade, effective January 1st, 1808. On August 17th, Robert Fulton's North River steamboat launched from New York City to Albany, inaugurating the world's first commercial steamboat service. On September 1st, former U.S. Vice President Aaron Burr was acquitted of treason. He had been accused of plotting to annex parts of Louisiana and Mexico to create an independent republic. On December 22nd, the U.S. Congress passed the Embargo Act, prohibiting American ships from trading with foreign nations. This controversial policy aimed to protect U.S. interests, but severely impacted the economy. On February 17th, Henry Christopher was elected the first president of the state of Haiti, ruling the northern part of the country. His leadership marked a new chapter in Haiti's struggle for independence and stability. On March 29th, astronomer H.W. Olbers discovered the asteroid Vesta. This finding expanded humanity's understanding of the solar system and its celestial bodies. On May 29th, Ottoman Emperor Selim III was deposed after 18 years of rule, replaced by his nephew Mustafa IV in a coup. On September 7th, Robert Morrison, the first Protestant missionary to China, arrived in Guangzhou, Canton. His work laid the foundation for Western religious and cultural influence in China. On September 13, Beethoven's Mass in C major premiered, commissioned by Prince Esterhazy. Though the prince was displeased, this work remains a masterpiece of classical music. On October 9th, Prussia abolished serfdom through the October Edict. This reform marked a significant step toward modernization and social justice in the region. On October 30th, Ferdinand, Prince of Asturias, was arrested for conspiring against his father, King Charles IV of Spain. This scandal, known as the El Escorial Conspiracy, exposed deep divisions within the Spanish monarchy. Thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.